Scleroderma Smarter here. Just here to make an update video. It's been a while. I'm home today in bed because on Saturday, the 21st of September, I fell again. Now, I don't know if you remember, I fell a couple days before 4th of July, like July 2nd. It was a heavy bag on the back of my wheelchair. My wheelchair just tipped back, and I do have a tilt bar. I have one that just doesn't ever seem to work. So I went back. I hit my head on a shelf, and I was kind of teetering, on the backbone here. And I kind of just stood there for a little while, and then a couple people came and they rolled me out to where I went back down again. I hit my head on another shelf and then the floor. I hit pretty hard on that one, and I don't really remember much after that, and just waking up in the ER in a neck brace in an x-ray room. So that was then. I spent one night in the hospital, and then I came home and recovered from that. No, nothing was broken. I just had a massive concussion, no cuts. But September 21st, Saturday, I went to a nail supply store in my area, and it is not ADA compliant. The rows are super narrow. There's stuff all over the floor. The aisles dead end, so you go down an aisle and then you dead end, and then my chair wouldn't fit. There were people that I spoke to who say like they go through, and pretty big girl said she would get stuck in the aisle. It was just not ADA compliant. But I really wanted to go to this place because they have really good supplies. So I went one time before, walked in, got what I needed, paid the man, and walked out. No problem. Probably not even 5 minutes in there. So this time I went, I really wanted to take the time to look around. I wanted to see what they had. I wanted to see what items they had. And they have a bunch of great nail supplies. Well, I went in with Scott, and I'm walking around, and I got super duper tired. And I was probably there maybe not even 5 minutes. Asked the guy what I wanted, went looking around, got some, like one other item, I think. And then I said, I got to sit down. But dumb me, I think I'm a normie. I think I could do everything like I used to. I think I could maneuver and walk around and do everything that a regular person can. And I know I can't. So started to walk. I was going to go sit in the car and rest for a minute, and I saw a chair. So I went over and I turned around and I looked at Scott and I says, I need to sit down. And when I was doing that, I went to sit down. Turns out it was a rolling chair. Knocked the chair and it went back, and I went right on my butt, and then I went backwards and I hit the ground with my head. And I heard it, and I remembered this one. And I was in this beautiful white dress. And it was the last, weekend of summer. I wanted to wear my summer dress one more time. It's all gloomy here now. And Scott ran over to pick me up, and he put his hand behind my head. And all I hear is, oh, honey, you're bleeding. And I look at his arm and his hand, and there's just like blood dripping down his hand. And the back of my neck was hot. It got real hot. And I'm like, oh my God, I was more embarrassed than anything. So they picked me up and they sat me down in another chair. And then the owner ran and got a towel. And I made Scott pay for my items. And I kept apologizing. I'm sorry. I felt stupid. Every time I get hurt, I try to play it off. You know how people play sick. Well, I'm always playing that I'm okay. So, picks me up, pay for the items, we get in the car, and we go to the ER. So I spend 9 hours in the ER, more x-rays, more CT scans. And it turns out that I thought I had broke my shoulder because my shoulder was really, really hurting when the guy if you barely blew on it, it hurt. There was blood down the front of me. There was blood down the back of me. I have a picture when I was laying there, and you could just see the pillows soaked with blood when I was in the ER. If I know how, if I can, I'll put the picture somewhere now. Turns out I got 3 staples in the back of my head, split open my scalp, had to staple it shut, and I have what they are calling a spinal compression fracture, or a compressed spinal fracture. Now, from comparing it to the x-rays from July, I told her, did you look at the x-rays? She goes, yeah. I said, this is a new cut, a new break? And she goes, yep. So they compared this x-ray to my other x-ray, which I know I have my lower back. I know I have some protruding spine, protruding vertebrae, which I've had since, I don't know, years and years. I slipped at an aunt's swimming pool and went right down. Never did anything about it, just kind of walked it off. So they compared it, and sure enough, it's in between my shoulder blades. She says in the T area. And what it is, the discs in between the spines, in between the vertebrae, it's fractured. So the spine went that way, which means I'm shorter. I've been really stressing that 5 feet half an inch. I don't want to acknowledge now that I'm only 5 feet tall. And, that made me a little bit shorter. So that is what has been going on with me. I finally got to a good physical place in my life, and I went back to school. I'm going to school to get my nail tech license. I figured since I've been doing it as a hobby, physically with the help of therapy and Scott being home getting me moving, I got to a place where I can sit up for a while. So I figured that maybe I can get a part-time job, try to make, contribute to society, try to be a abled person, disabled, I don't know what you want to say, but I just wanted to get back out there. Hold on, motorcycle going by. I wanted to get back out in the world. I wanted to, even if I worked, 1 or 2 days, a couple hours a day, a couple clients here and there, make them extra money, because I am on Social Security. They are garnishing my wages. And all this stuff. And so this happened Saturday, and I went back to school on Tuesday. And every day just sitting in my wheelchair I'm there for 7.5 hours. I tried to pick up one of my bags that had my supply bag in it, and it hurt so bad. I used to be able to, when I'm standing, to raise my hands and start doing my hair again, is why it's getting long, because I was letting it grow out, because, I could finally do stuff with my hair again. And standing like this, I could do it because it's, look at how short it is. But raising like that, it hurts all here, and I could feel it like pulling in between my shoulder blades. So anyways, that's what is going on with me. Now I have to go see a spine specialist. I have no pain meds, so all I'm doing is taking my regular medication and Tylenol, my Kratom, lots of Voltaren gel, and I actually took today off because I just couldn't handle it anymore. I'm in so much pain. But other than that, I'm still fighting on, still doing what I need to do to survive, to try to live like a normal person, like a healthy person. And I have to realize that I'm not, and I have to learn to ask for help and to let Scott know what my next move is going to be, so he can be there to help me when I need it. And everybody at my school, in my class right now, my instructors are are amazing. I have the honor of being in an amazing classroom now with an amazing group of girls, and I will explain that to you in a couple weeks, why I'm saying that now. And I just want to try to finish this course. I have 360 hours. I need 400 to finish. I'm almost there. And now this. And I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna try to get right to my 400 hours that I need, and then hopefully I could take some time off and then just go back for the exam. But California law is, or rules are, you can't miss more than 21 hours in a semester. So I've already missed 2 days, so that's 14 hours gone already. And I've worked too hard and I've come too far. And everything, you guys have seen how much I've progressed battling scleroderma. And now I'm back to bedridden or bed. The pain, I have added pain, and the anxiety and insecurity of not being able to reach my goals that I've been working super hard to get to. So just wanted to give you guys an update. Let anybody out there know, don't be afraid to ask for help. I have to learn that. I have to learn I hate asking people for help. I'm the one that always helps, I'm the one you can always count on, you can always run to. I'll give you anything you need. If I have it and I could give it to you, I would, People know me like that. So, don't forget to be scleroderma smarter. Oh, and I reached 1,000 followers on Instagram. So if you follow me here and on Instagram, thank you. Bye.